Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing some of my current favorites. So if you enjoy these types of videos and other homeschool and lifestyle content, please remember to subscribe and let's get into it. All right, so I have mostly mom favorites to share with you today. I have a few homeschool things that I'll mention at the end, but it's mostly mom favorites. Some of them might be unconventional or not your ordinary favorites, but they're just the things that I thought of as I was trying to create this video. So I'm going to share them with you because maybe you will like them as well. I will try to link everything I can down below. Another hard thing for me about making favorites videos is some of these things I've had for a little while and they're not always still in stock, right? So I try to link where I can or mention where they're from, but they're not always still available, but you can keep an eye out for maybe in the future they'll become available again. So let's jump into it. The first thing I wanted to mention are these Henley shirts from American Eagle. I love a good Henley shirt, obviously. This one is one too. I have some crew neck like sweaters. They're just not my favorite. I don't know, I don't love the look on me, I think, and I just don't like having something like right up against my neck. And so I actually prefer more like a V-neck or a Henley where I can undo the top few buttons or something. That usually is just more my style. And so I saw Jessica Braun here on YouTube talking about these, and I was like, I gotta try them. And as soon as I walked down the stairs today to come start setting stuff up back here, my husband's like, are you filming a favorites video? Because he saw this shirt and he knows that I love it so much because I've only had these maybe a month, maybe not even that, and I've worn them so much. And all the clothes I'm sharing with you today, I had to pull them out of the dirty clothes because that's how much I love them. They're in the dirty clothes all the time. And they have a whole bunch of stains and yuck on them from my 18-month-old, but it's so soft. And they don't just have stripes. So the ones I have are stripes. I really like the blue one. And I don't know if these are still in stock. They were like super discounted, maybe $15 to $18 when I got them. They did have some solid colors, but these are very oversized. So I just got a small. I generally wear a medium if it's just like a normal shirt. And so I got a small and it's plenty big. My arms are very long and it still will come almost to my wrist, not quite, but pretty close. And they've been washed a few times, but they didn't have any of the solid colors that I liked in a small. And so I looked one other time and they still haven't come back in stock. So maybe I'll check again when I'm going to link it to this video because I just like them so much. They really are. It says in here, this feels seriously lived in, and it's very true. They're so comfortable and I just love them. You probably have seen me wear them a few times in some of the videos I filmed. So I have the blue one, and then this is more of like the cream striped one as well. And those are in a small. And then still on clothes, there's a few things that I've been loving from Old Navy recently. I keep getting ads on my Facebook page for them, so maybe some of these are in stock. I'm not really sure. It's the talls that usually sell out the fastest. I love buying stuff at Old Navy because they sell talls, and even in shirts, and in long sleeve shirts, I usually need talls because my arms are just freakishly long. But anyways, and so maybe they have them in just the regular size, like regular length, but there's two different kinds. And it's kind of hard to show on here, and I'm not like a fashion YouTuber, but these are just kind of a high-waisted, comfortable, wide leg sweatpant almost. They're not quite a sweatpant material, but they're like a good quality material. And I do like the waistband and that it's a wider one, especially as a mom that's had lots of kids and stuff. It's not like it helps hold everything in around my tummy. And so that's really nice. And they're just comfortable. They're so comfortable to wear. I like the wide leg ones. You could even wear them with a tighter shirt on top, you know, so because since they're a little bit baggier, you could have a bodysuit or just a shirt you've tucked in, you know, if you want it to be more cinched at the waist. I think these are mediums and these are talls, and they do shrink a smidge. I think some of them shrink more than others in the wash. And so just keep that in mind if you are. I'm 5'10" and I have longer legs. So if you're a taller person, you might need talls. But again, I don't know if the talls are in stock because usually the talls and petites are the things that sell out the fastest. But I have really loved these. I have a pair in black and pink, like a, not pink, but a little bit more of this tone. I don't know, a blush color, like just a muted pink. I like the muted pink colors. And so I really like these. And I even wear them to like, not nice things, but you know, nicer things. You can make them look a little dressier. And then there's these ones that they're gonna look the same on the camera. These ones they're like a cargo pant, and the waist isn't quite as wide. It's still a good like 2 inches basically, but that one's a way wide waistband. And then it has like a pretend button fly thing here that, you know, you don't do anything with. It's just for looks. And then it has the cargo pockets on the sides. And I really like these ones as well. These ones are a little bit more fitted, and so they can be more easily dressed up and dressed down. And I think they had some other colors. I just generally like black because it's just easier for wearing other things, like all the shirts, it's easier for that. But I did get a pair that's like a deeper green. Sometimes when you're looking at it, it could almost look black because it's just a darker green. And so I like those, you know, generally I'm wearing it with like a black shirt or something like that. But I've really been loving those. I love my joggers, but I've been wearing these types of pants more. Obviously, once it warms up here, I'll probably go back to my joggers just because they're a little bit more lightweight and stuff. But even these wide leg ones, I feel like would be fine in more spring weather and stuff because they're just baggy enough that you get that airflow and you wouldn't get super hot. But those are some of the clothes, like I just wear the same things over and over again. If I love them, I'm wearing them all the time, and that's how you know that I love them that much. And my husband, a few weeks ago, I just wore that shirt a couple times and he's like, you must really like that shirt because you've worn it a lot. I'm like, sorry that I'm wearing the same things all the time. And since we're on kind of the note of fashion, I wanted to mention earrings. And I feel kind of funny mentioning these, I guess not funny, but also justified, I don't know. But I have, a lot of the earrings I have are from Mod Boutique. And I think it's back east somewhere in Ohio, maybe. I can't remember for sure. And I have gotten a few clothes from them. They have cute clothes, and a few of them I've really liked and some of them I haven't liked as much. But a lot of my chunky earrings are from them. And every time, like there's been a few times people have asked where my earrings are from, not just these ones. So these ones are new, but my earrings in general are from, and that's where they're from, but they don't still sell them. You know, they change stuff out seasonally and as new products come up. And so it's like, oh, I feel bad. I'm like, this is where you can look. And this is the earrings that I really like because I'm a chunky earring girl. I don't know why, but that's what I like. I don't like dainty little earrings. I only wear earrings a few times a week. And when I do, I like chunky earrings. And so that's where I like to get them from. And so I had just ordered some as I was planning this video, and they got here yesterday. So I'm gonna show them to you because hopefully some of them are still in stock when this goes up, and you can look at them if you're interested when they're still available, instead of asking months later and then they don't sell those earrings. You know, some companies, they only sell certain types of earrings, but then others go through, and maybe you could find them at different places, but this is just where I found them. So I got these ones, these cute like white, I don't know, it's not macrame, but kinda, you know that. And then these ones are cute, like the clay but geometric type thing going on. So those are fun. And then I don't have anything like this. I thought we'd try it out. They're flowers with the little like diamonds and stuff. You know, diamonds. These are $15. That's another reason I like them. They do not have diamonds on them. But I like how I can wear them and get good use out of them. But then when I see new earrings, because I don't know, I have an earring thing. I'm not a big into like a lot of different types of fashion or having the next new thing with a lot of types of fashion things. But for some reason, I just love earrings, and it's something that I'm like, yeah, I want that one, and I want that one, and I want that one. And I only have 2 ears and can't wear earrings very often. So, you know, like can't wear them all at the same time, especially huge chunky ones. These are another one. I thought these were cute for Valentine's. Again, more chunky and something that I don't have and normally wear. And these ones I'm like, they're a little bit chunkier too. They have other colors, I think, in this one. And these flowers, these are also white with the same type of material, but they, I think they had some maybe green or pink, I can't remember, bluish tones as well. And then the last ones I got are these. I just thought they were cute. The top flower that's a little bit more gold, and then the bottom is like the leather filling material. So I just wanted to share them with you because they are favorites of mine. I already love the earrings. I love wearing chunky earrings. And so if you wanted to check them out and see if any of these ones are still in stock, hopefully you'll be able to get them now instead of asking it in months and then the whole image has changed, right? All the earrings are completely different than they were when I got those earrings, so they're not in stock anymore. So I just wanted to share those with you just in case. Something else I've been loving recently is our new chair, and I'll put in some video or whatever of it so you can see what it looks like. But maybe a month ago, I got a 1.5 size chair. So my brother had a few of these chairs, and we went to his house a few times last fall, and both times I was like, man, I really like these wider chairs. You know, they're not quite like a love seat, is that what those are called, size, but they're not a full-on couch, and they're not a teeny chair, you know, so they're get in the middle of all that kind of stuff. And they're just a fun size, like to sit on, like with your spouse, or a lot of my kids can sit on it all together. And we kind of had this empty spot in front of our window, and I was like, we could put the chair there. My kids are like, where are we gonna put the Christmas tree? And I was like, we'll have to figure out where to put the chair when we get to Christmas again, but we have a whole year to worry about that. So we'll worry about it when we get back to that. So anyway, who knows where we'll put the Christmas tree or the chair. We'll figure it out when we get there. But I really like it. I had tried to look for one that was similar to my brother's. The company they had got it from was more of like a go in person, and it's a few hours away from where we live. And so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna do that, but I found one on their website I liked. So I searched for other reliable websites with that same chair and found it someplace else, and the delivery was really well. They brought it in, they put it all together, you know, as part of the like white glove delivery service, because it had, you know, you have to put the feet on it and stuff like that. So they came in and did all that kind of stuff. And it's been great. My kids, especially my oldest daughter, like to lay in it to do their schoolwork. And then they'll just sit there and look at stuff. It's nice too, because when you get a sunny day and it's cold outside, the sun comes in through that window. And so it just shines on you, and it's really nice. So anyway, we've been loving the chair. Everybody's been loving the chair. I actually don't really sit in it that much. Everyone else sits in it way more than I do, but so far everybody has been loving it a lot. All right, so I'm gonna move into the kitchen, basically, not literally, but, and talk about some things I've been loving in the kitchen. One of those things is just making sourdough. And sometimes baking is just a task, like it's just a chore to have to do it. But there's a lot of times where it's kind of therapeutic and rewarding when you have the outcome, obviously, that you want. And even if it doesn't turn out super well, at least it turns out into something, so you can be happy for that. But I have just enjoyed making bread, and also just seeing over time my ability to make bread has gotten better with sourdough, because it is a learning curve. I've made other types of bread for a lot of years, but learning sourdough in the last couple years, it takes a little bit of time. It takes patience. You know, it takes retrying things, trying something different, adjusting things a little bit, and everything to try to figure out what works best for you in your climate, all the different things. And so I've really enjoyed doing that. And I just was gonna share with you the bread lame that I use. So I had this one that I originally got it's been like a year and a half probably. So it's the longer one, and I'm sure people that do tons of sourdough, there's purposes for these ones, like that make stuff easier, but I just felt like I didn't have as much control when I used that one. And so I got one of these like round, I don't know what the technical term is for it, but one of these bread lanes. And I really have liked this one a lot. I feel like I've gotten more adventurous with designs I put on sourdough because I feel more comfortable using this one and feel like I have more control. And these are both just from Amazon. They weren't crazy expensive or anything. And I just enjoyed the process of baking and also just doing homemade things. That's been one of my favorites lately, and that's consumed a lot of my extra time, is either making sourdough or just making things homemade and from scratch. It takes a while, but it's just so worth it. It's rewarding. You know exactly what you're eating, and I just really enjoy it. Another thing in the kitchen I wanted to mention is these protein bars. I just mentioned these recently on the protein. I put out a protein like hacks video with some of the things I like to eat for protein. So these are the Barabels, and this is the caramel one. And these I just got from Amazon as well. This is my last one. I need to order more. But I also have other protein bars that we need to get through as well. So I'm like, you can't order it until you work through some of those ones. And I really like these ones. I don't know. I think the texture of it is kind of like a treat, but it's a little bit heartier than the Built Bar ones, which I also do like, but I just like the flavor texture of this one the best. And so it's something that I've been reaching for recently a lot and going through many boxes of these Barabels. The last thing from the kitchen I wanted to mention is these snack cups. You know, it's a mom favorite, but also a kid favorite, I don't know. And so my mother-in-law had gotten these for my two littles for Christmas. It came in a 3-pack. These ones are bluey, but the people that sit behind us in church have Harry Potter ones. They have like a Hermione one. I can't remember what other ones. And so apparently there's a variety. I'll try to find something similar and link it on Amazon. So these are the ones we usually use because my 3-year-old, he's like, Bluey, where's my Bluey thing? And so he always wants this one. It still has snacks in it from church because he didn't finish them and I didn't want to waste them. So I'm like, we'll just leave them in there and hopefully over the next few days he'll get to them. We're still working on it. But I like them because I can just easily put snacks in here. We have 9 o'clock church right now. It's early. Our church times change every single year. And so right now we have 9 o'clock church. And so I try to get everything ready the night before. And so I'll just pack this up with snacks. There's 2 bigger spots for snacks. And then the top one is smaller, just a small little thing. And you can separate these so it's like just their own containers as well. So that's nice. I don't know if I can get this one off. It's too slippery. It wants to just unscrew the normal lid. But they do come apart, and they might even, like these ones attach here too. So you could probably even attach some blue ones to it. But I just put the snacks in there that's appropriate for that child and maybe what they like. I put them in my bag. And then when we get to church, we've just mostly, like we've only used these for church because we haven't really been going too many places. In the winter time especially, it's kind of just like hunker down and stay home because it's cold and we live in the mountains and it's not always the easiest to travel other places. And so we just stay here. But if we were going in the car, driving a little bit further, I would just pack these. Or if we were just going to the park or something, I could pack these as well. So far, it's just been church, but we've only had them for like a month. So we'll see what else. But yeah, I just have liked the simplicity of it. They're sturdy and it's easy to be like, this one is yours, this one is yours. And then the kids know which snacks they get. All right, so those were the mom favorites. I'm gonna mention a few homeschool favorites. The first 2 things are kind of like, I don't have anything really to show. It's just something I've been liking about homeschool, which I might mention also in my quarterly report for Q3, but that's still a few weeks away. So I figured I'd get in here and do it. So on Thursdays, we've been trying to do some sort of kindness activity because it's hard to be kind and nice to people. And well, sometimes we really, really struggle with it. So we're trying to work on being nicer. And so I have not always been great about being super prepared for it, and it's only been this last month. It's basically been since we came back from Christmas break, but we have done where they just have gone around the circle and said something nice. We've done just pick, like you get the person to your right and you get to say something kind about them. We've done where we pass around a paper with their name on them, and I participate too, and we write something we like about them or whatever, you know, on the page. A few weeks ago we wrote cards, so we drew names between the 5 of us because my 2 littlest kids are too little. they can't write or anything like that. They can give us hugs, but they don't understand what's going on. So my 4 older kids and then me, so I put our 5 names in there, we drew a name, and then I got out the cuter cards, and then we wrote a card up to that person, things we liked about them, that they're good at, you know, whatever, that kind of thing, and gave it to them. And so it's been very simple things, but even my 10-year-old was like, I look forward to it because it just makes me feel good, you know. And so that's the point, making us feel good and also helping us get more used to saying nice things so that it's not so hard. It's easy to say mean things. Saying nice things is kind of difficult. So that's something that I've really been liking to do. And then also, I look at my notes, I'm like, what was the other thing? We have been writing on Mondays something we wanted to pray for that week, and something we wanted to focus on in our prayers. And then we've been putting them, they're actually on the back side of this door, just on like sticky notes on the wall. So there's lines and lines of my prayer, like what I'm praying for, what some of my oldest kids, you know, whatever, of each of them. And they put them up there as just kind of a reminder of what we want to focus on or something we want to work towards that week. And so I've really been liking that. I just feel like it has helped us maybe refocus. You know, we are not always perfect at praying for those things all the time, but it helps us at least come to a focus at the beginning of the week of something we want to work towards that week. So I've really liked that part. The last thing I wanted to mention, again, I don't know if I can classify it as a favorite yet because we just started playing it, but I already really like it. So this is Mount Cleverest. We just finished our Mount Everest mini unit. And so we played this. This isn't trivia about Mount Everest, but it's shaped like Mount Everest, so that's cute. And that's why I had gotten it. But this is just trivia cards, and they're really simple it's like yesterday we just pulled it out and played maybe for 5 minutes. And it just, each kid gets a card, and then the back tells whether it's true or false, and then why, to give a little explanation. And so it has like Barbie and Ken broke up in 2004. About 10,000 foxes live in London, right? And so then the kids each get these little tokens. They're very thin. It has false on one side, true on the other. And then they put it down and lift their hand up, and the person who read the trivia will say if it's true or false. And if they got it correct, then they get to keep their token. If not, their token gets taken away. And then you start with 5 tokens, or you can start with less or more, depending how long or short you want the game to be. And then you just keep going in a circle until you run out of tokens. You know, one person only has 1 token left. Or you can just finish after 5 minutes like we did, and then whoever has the most tokens still is the person who wins. That's what we did yesterday. So I actually went on, because I have a geography one, and we like to play games for geography on one of the days of the week because it's just more fun than reading all the stuff about geography. And so I went and got the geography one, and that'll be here in a few days. So I'm excited to try that one as well. I feel like we'll use that one as a little bit more. But this is a fun thing I think we'll just do a couple times a week, just at the end of our group work, and just add it in and do a little trivia, you know, fun. Some of the things are just silly, like Ken and Barbie. Maybe people really care about that, I don't know. And some of the things are like facts that could be fun to know or good to know. And in the future, when you have random things that you just need to know about, you already have it all stored up from trivia. So it's just a fun little extra addition, and it's a quick game. So it's not gonna take a whole lot of time in your homeschool. All right, so those are my current favorite things right now, or some things that I know will be favorites. that I wanted to share with you. So if you have some favorites, list them down below in the comments. We'd love to hear what you're loving lately for homeschool or as a mom, anything, we'd love to hear it. Remember to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.